Welcome to the Morning English Podcast. Listen, learn, and speak English daily.
Hello, English learners, and welcome to our podcast. My name is Emma, and we are so happy that you are here with us today.
And I'm Mark. Yes, welcome everyone. It's wonderful to have you here with us today.
We really want you to feel just super relaxed here, like you are sitting on the couch with two good friends.
Exactly. There are no tests here, no pressure, just a warm, friendly place to practice your real, everyday English.
So go ahead and grab a cup of coffee or tea, and let's just hang out.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Actually, speaking of everyday English, I had the funniest, kind of embarrassing moment this morning.
Oh no, what happened?
Okay, so I was walking out of my apartment. I had my bags in one hand, I was dropping my keys, and I literally spilled coffee on my own shoes.
Oh wow, what a start to the day.
Right? And right at that exact moment, my neighbor walks by and smiles and says, "Hey, how are you?"
Oh, I know exactly what you said.
Yep. I smiled the biggest, most fake smile and said, "I'm fine, thank you."
The classic robot answer.
Totally. I felt like a machine. I was definitely not fine. My shoes were wet with coffee, but my brain just went on autopilot.
It is so common. We all run that exact same script every single day.
We really do. And that is exactly what we are unpacking in today's deep dive. We are going to break down everyday English conversations.
Yes, the hidden mechanics of how we interact. We're going to learn how to escape that conversational autopilot and answer common English questions naturally.
Because learning English isn't just about memorizing vocabulary, right? It's about building real, genuine human connections.
So true.
Before we jump in, if you are enjoying learning with us, please take a quick second to like, subscribe, and share this with one friend who is also learning English.
Yes, please do. We love growing this community.
Okay, so here is a question for you, our listener, to think about. Have you ever been asked, "How are you?" in English? Automatically replied, "I'm fine, thanks," and then realized they were looking at you like you were, a robot.
I mean, we've all been there.
Yeah.
And when we look at that robot answer, we have to ask, why do we do it?
Yeah, why do we?
It's actually our brain's way of saving energy. It's a mental shortcut. If we had to deeply think about how we felt every time someone said hello, our brains would be totally exhausted by breakfast.
Right, so let me ask you this. If it saves brain energy, isn't that a good thing? I mean, it's like a polite social contract, isn't it? Just a quick handshake with words.
It is. But the problem is we use it way too much. When a neighbor or coworker asks how you are, they are offering what we call a bid for connection.
A bid for connection. That's a great phrase. Can you explain that for our listeners?
Sure. Think of a bid for connection as a little invisible hand reaching out. It's a tiny invitation to be friendly. When you give the automated robot answer, "I'm fine, thank you," you are kind of slapping that hand away.
Oh, wow. I didn't think about it like that.
Wow.
So by being efficient, I'm actually closing a door.
Precisely. You are keeping the interaction strictly like a transaction,
Right.
like buying a coffee, not talking to a human.
Okay, so how do we fix it? Because if I say, "Actually, my dog is sick and my car broke down," that is just too much information for a quick greeting. Right.
Exactly. You don't want to trap the person. You just want to give a slightly honest answer.
A slightly honest answer. Give me an example of what that sounds like in real English.
Instead of just saying, "I'm fine," you could say, "Not bad, just a little tired today." Or maybe, "Honestly, I've been better, but I'm pushing through."
I love that. I'm pushing through.
Yeah.
That's a great everyday English phrase. It means you are having a hard time, but you are keeping going.
Right. And when you give that slightly honest answer, it sounds human. It makes people like you more because you are showing a tiny bit of vulnerability.
It's like a micro moment of real connection. They might say, "Oh, I totally relate. I'm so tired too."
Exactly. And that actually gives you a little boost of happiness, a little dopamine release. You spend a tiny bit more energy, but you get a huge emotional reward.
That makes so much sense. Okay, so that helps us with casual greetings. But let's move to something much scarier.
Uh-oh. I think I know where we're going.
The spotlight moment. You are at a new job or maybe a dinner party, and someone looks right at you and says, "So, tell me about yourself."
Ah, the classic conversational trap.
Yes. You just totally freeze. You have 5 seconds of dead silence, and then you panic and blurt out something like, "Hi, I like coffee."
It's that deer in headlights moment.
Oh, let's explain that idiom for our listeners. Deer in headlights.
Yes, a deer in headlights describes that feeling when you are so surprised or scared that you just freeze and can't move or speak. Like a deer standing in the road when a car's lights hit it.
perfect explanation. So why do our brains freeze when someone asks, "Tell me about yourself"?
Because the question is too big. Your brain is trying to search your entire life history, figure out what is interesting to these specific people, and make it sound smart, all in 2 seconds. It's too much pressure, so your brain just crashes.
It's like asking a computer to search the internet without typing a keyword.
Exactly. So to stop the crash, you need a formula, a set plan. It's like a fire drill for conversations.
A fire drill. I like that. You practice what to do before the fire happens. What is the formula?
It's 4 simple parts: name, origin, job, and a fun fact.
Okay, wait, let me try it. So, I'm Emma. I'm originally from Vancouver. I work in audio production, and I'm currently trying to learn how to bake sourdough bread.
See?
Oh.
Perfect. It's so smooth because it gives your brain boundaries.
But hold on, let me challenge you on this.
Go for it.
We just spent the first part of this deep dive saying we need to break out of robotic scripts to be real humans. But now you're telling me to use a strict formula. Isn't that a different robot script?
That is a really great point. It sounds like a contradiction, but it's not. Here is the secret: authenticity requires brain bandwidth.
Bandwidth meaning like mental energy.
Right. If you are standing in front of new people and 100% of your energy is just trying to stop panicking and think of a word to say, you have zero energy left to actually smile or look them in the eye.
Ah, I see where you're going with this.
When you use the 4-part formula, you don't have to think about what to say next. Your brain is free to focus on how you say it. You can smile, you could be warm. The formula allows your true personality to shine through.
That is such a cool way to look at it. The script actually helps you be more human because you aren't panicking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And having that preset plan is also the best way to deal with another stressful English situation: fast talkers.
Oh, this is huge for English learners. Sometimes you are at a fast food restaurant or maybe a busy train station, and the person working there is just firing questions at you so fast. What size? Do you want the combo? What sauce?
What is our natural instinct when that happens?
We just nod. We nod in a total panic and say, yes, 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 and then we end up with the largest size of everything and like 10 packets of ketchup.
Right, because we feel like we have to match their speed. We think it's rude to break their fast tempo.
But it's totally okay to slow them down.
Right. It's more than okay. It's actually a sign of confidence. A lot of learners think that asking someone to repeat themselves makes them look weak or like their English is bad. But native speakers say, "I'm sorry, I didn't catch that," all the time.
It's so true. Saying, "Could you slow down for a second?" shows that you care about the conversation and you are confident enough to take control of the pace.
Try saying it with us, listeners. Just a simple, "I'm sorry, could you repeat that?"
Great job. It's such a useful tool. Okay, so we've survived the greeting, we've survived the introduction, and we've slowed down the fast talkers.
We are doing great.
But now, how do we keep the conversation going? Because sometimes talking to someone feels like you are just playing a game of tennis, hitting questions back and forth. It can feel like an interrogation.
Right, like a police interview. Where do you live? Here. What do you do? Work. That tennis match idea is actually a bad way to think about conversation.
Yeah, why is that?
Because in tennis, you are trying to hit the ball where the other person can't reach it. You want to win. Conversation should be the opposite. We should think of it more like rock climbing.
Rock climbing. Okay, explain that.
When you climb a rock wall, you need little bumps and holes to put your hands and feet in, right? We call those handholds.
Right.
If someone asks you a question and you give a one-word answer, you are giving them a flat glass wall. There's nothing to hold on to.
Oh, I love this analogy. So if you ask me, what did you do this weekend? And I just say, nothing. The wall is completely flat.
Exactly. I can't climb that. Now I have to do all the hard work to think of a brand new topic.
So we need to give them handholds. We need to give them details.
Precisely. We use a trick called add and an ask back. You answer the question, you add a specific detail, and then you ask a question back.
Give me an example of that in action.
Sure. If someone says, "What do you do for fun?" don't just say, "I watch videos." That's a flat wall. Instead say, "I love watching YouTube videos about cooking and travel." What about you? Do you like cooking?
Oh, that is so much better. You just offered them cooking, travel, and a direct question. You gave them 3 different handholds to grab onto.
It changes everything. It makes the conversation a team effort, not just a stressful Q&A session.
That is such a valuable tip for our listeners. Just add one detail and ask a question back. Okay, but I have to ask, what happens when the conversation goes wrong?
What do you mean?
Well, we've been assuming the other person is being nice. But what happens if they ask a question that is way too difficult or even like too personal?
Ah, yes, the high-pressure questions. This is where you really need some defensive tools.
Let's start with the complex work questions. Imagine you are in a meeting and your boss suddenly says, "What do you think of this big new project?"
Your panic mode starts again. And most people either freeze completely or they start talking really fast without thinking, which usually ends badly.
So, how do we buy time to think in English without looking silly?
You use filler phrases, words like, well, or let me think, or that's a good question.
But wait, in a lot of English classes, teachers say filler words are bad. They say we should never say, or,
They get a bad reputation, but native speakers use them constantly. Think of filler phrases like the little loading icon on your computer.
Oh, the loading icon, like the little spinning wheel when a video is buffering?
Exactly. When you click something complicated on your computer, the screen doesn't just go black. It gives you a spinning wheel to say, I am processing the data. Please don't turn me off.
That is a brilliant way to picture it. So when I say, to be honest, let me think about that, I am showing the room my loading icon.
Right. You are claiming your space. You are telling everyone, I am in control. I am thinking, give me 3 seconds. It actually makes you look very thoughtful and confident, not weak.
I really hope our listeners remember that.
Yeah.
You don't have to be perfectly fluent immediately. You are allowed to use your loading icon. Okay, what about the truly dangerous questions? The invasive ones?
The boundary crossers.
Yes, like when someone asks, how much money do you make? Or why aren't you married yet?
These are so tricky because if you get angry and yell, you look like the bad guy, even though they asked a rude question.
Exactly, it's so unfair. So how do we escape without starting a fight?
We use polite redirection. You give an answer that sounds friendly, but actually closes the door completely.
Tell me what that sounds like.
If someone asks at your salary, you just laugh a little bit and say, oh, I'd rather not talk about money today. Or if they ask a very personal question, you just smile warmly and say, that's a long story for another day.
Oh, that's a long story for another day. It's so polite, but it sets a firm boundary.
Or you can say, I'm still figuring that out myself.
These are such fantastic phrases. They keep the social harmony. You are still smiling, but you are completely protecting your privacy.
It puts the control back in your hands. You don't have to answer everything people ask you.
Wow, this has been such a helpful deep dive today. We've covered so much ground. Let's do a quick recap for our English learners.
Sounds good. We started by breaking the habit of the robot answer. Instead of a fake, I'm fine, try a slightly honest answer to build a real human connection.
Then we tackled the deer in headlights moment. When someone says, tell me about yourself, use the fire drill formula. Name, origin, job, and fun fact.
And remember, don't play tennis in conversations. Go rock climbing instead. Use the add and ask back trick to give people details to hold on to.
Finally, don't be afraid to use filler phrases as your conversational loading icon to buy time. And use polite redirection for those nosy personal questions.
Those are some serious conversational superpowers.
They really are. Okay, let's review 3 really important vocabulary phrases we learned today. Number 1, robot answer.
That's the automatic fake reply we give without thinking, like saying I'm fine when we aren't.
Number 2, deer in headlights.
Looking totally frozen in panic because you're caught by surprise.
And number 3, loading icon.
Using a phrase like, let me think, to show you are processing a question, just like a computer's spinning wheel.
Awesome. Now, we have a quick speaking challenge for you, our listeners. Sometime today, try writing down your own 4-part introduction. Your name, where you are from, what you do, and 1 fun fact. Practice saying it out loud in the mirror so it feels natural.
It will really help you feel prepared next time you meet someone new.
It totally will. And before we go, I want to leave you with one final kind of provocative thought to mull over.
Oh, I love a good final thought.
We've spent this whole time looking at how we run on autopilot with our everyday English scripts, but think about the rest of your day. What other automated areas of your daily routine might get a lot better if you just added a little bit of intentional human detail tomorrow morning?
That is a great question to think about. Where else are we just being robots?
Exactly. Keep practicing your English every single day, and remember, the goal is connection, not perfection. Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive.
It was so great having you all here. Keep up the good work.
We will catch you next time.
Bye, everyone.